the last cry of the whale. I've been roaming the oceans for millions of years. And for millions of years, I've been looking after the ocean. All life in the ocean, including life on land. Even if you're landlocked, I've been looking after you. Now you may ask me, how? Well, my poop fertilizes the phytoplankton. And the phytoplankton is a game changer, because the phytoplankton captures so much carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, equivalent to 4 Amazon forests per year. So I'm a great ally in the fight against climate change. But that's not the only thing I do. I do a lot of other things, including eating. I like to eat krill. I like to eat a lot of krill. And because I eat a lot of krill, I poop a lot. And my poop fertilizes the phyto. So the more I poop, there's more phyto. There's more phyto, I grab more carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. But it's interesting that the more I eat krill, the more krill there is in the water. That's kind of fascinating. The more krill I eat, the more krill there is in the water. Because it turns out that the krill likes to eat phyto. So there you have it, a virtuous cycle. I eat krill likes to eat phyto, and phyto adores my poop. So it's a virtuous cycle. But there's more to it than that, because krill is what fish like to feed on, and seals, and penguins, and a whole lot of life in the ocean. So I'm not only a great ally in the fight against climate change, I provide food for the ocean and food for you on land. Well, despite all of these services that I provide, some I haven't even described to you, I'm not doing so well. I'm dying from ship strikes. I'm dying from being caught in your nets. I'm dying from pollution in the ocean, from ingesting your plastic. I'm dying from sonar testing and seismic testing that blows up my eardrums. You know, we sing to each other. If we can't hear each other, we are lost in the ocean. And we end up beaching ourselves on your land. Some of us are dying because some of you still like to eat our flesh, although our flesh is not really good for your health. They hunt us down, they kill us, they chop us to pieces, and they sell us for a mere $40,000. So I've been wondering lately what to do, how to help ourselves and to help you. So I figured maybe because we don't understand each other. We speak a language, we have a culture, we have history, we have families, but, and you too, of course, but we don't speak the same language. So I figured maybe if I spoke your language, maybe suddenly you can see me. Because obviously I can be 30 meters long, and you still can't see me. So maybe I can speak your language. Now, your language you chose for yourselves is, I'm not gonna pass judgment on it, but it's a language of dollars and cents. So let me see if I can speak your language. In fact, one of you, back in 2019, while he was at the IMF, calculated what is the value of my services to you over my lifetime. So the question was, how valuable is a living whale to humanity? And the IMF paper said, a living whale, in terms of carbon sequestration services and fish services and whale tourism services, is worth at least $2 million per whale. Now, I haven't charged you that. I've given you all of this for free. But it tells you that me being alive, I'm far more valuable to you than dead. Dead, I fetch 40,000, and you lose all these beautiful services. Alive, and allowing me to frolic freely in the ocean as I was meant to, I'm worth at least $2 million to you. Now, all of this is just to help me be visible to you. So you allow me what you allow for yourselves. You allow for yourselves the pursuit of happiness, the pursuit of decent living. And I'm asking for the same thing, to treat me like you. What would it take for me, for you to treat me like you? So perhaps once you see that I'm worth 2 million, maybe you'll stop hurting me. But I was thinking about it. Well, let's take this young lady here. She has the right to decent living and the pursuit of happiness. And all of you have responsibilities towards her. And if anybody were to transgress against her rights, there are remedies, financial and legal. And I figure, okay, so why don't you treat me as a person? If you really want to help me, why don't you declare me a person? Declare me a legal person. But then you may say, come on, well, you being a person? Yeah, Panama conferred personhood on sea turtles. Costa Rica conferred personhood on bees. We just heard that in New Zealand conferred personhood on a river that starts and ends in New Zealand. Whereas what I do, I roam the oceans and I give you all these gifts for free. So I don't really belong to any one country, I belong to all of you. So I'm asking you, if you really want to help me, why don't you confer personhood on me? And since I belong to all of you, and I come from the ocean, so I figure I could be like the ocean representative to all of you. Kind of like the ocean representative to the United Nations, where all of you sit. Maybe ocean ambassador to the UN. That would be a good, has a nice ring to it, then I'll feel good about it. So, I don't want you to sing me any more songs. There are enough beautiful songs about me. There's enough poetry about me. In your language, sympathy is free. In your language, actions speak louder than words. Time is for action. I need you to act. So if you really want to help me, there's a petition going around. Sign the petition. Petition says, confer personhood on the whale and declare the whale ocean ambassador to the UN. If you were to do so, you would look after me and I would continue to look after you as I've done since the beginning of time, at least your time. Thank you.